Hi, part two. I just posted part one. It might still be uploading, but my camera storage became full while I was filming, so it stopped filming. And that was 2 days ago. Today's Friday, January 10th, 2025. So I've been working on offloading stuff on my phone to make room for more videos. I have a 256 gigabyte phone, but yeah, so in the process of, oh, by the way, so I've had a haircut. Yeah, she cut it shorter than I wanted, but my hair grows really fast and it's okay. I'm okay. But yeah, it's shorter than I wanted it, but that's okay. It grows really fast. So this haircut will last me a little longer. I've been getting it cut every 8 weeks. I keep looking over there. Sorry. But maybe I'll be able to go a little while longer. So anyway, so I wanted to share before I get back to what I was saying in part one. I want to share something I learned in researching the best way to free up storage on your iPhone without losing, videos, family video, or things that you don't want to lose. And although I don't fully get the whole thing yet, one thing I learned, it was a guy who posts iPhone, iPad, Apple content. I don't think he's with Apple, but anyway, basically he explained that iCloud is not a storage platform in the in the way that most people think it is. Let me tilt my glasses so we don't have a glare. There. Basically what he explained is iCloud was created by Apple so that its users who have an iPhone, an iPad, a Mac computer can, all the data is the same on all the, so like if you, because like I have an iPad, I can access the photos and videos that I have on my phone from my iPad. So it synchronizes your Apple products. iCloud is just so that whichever Apple product you are using at any given time, you can access the same data from iCloud so that your Apple products work seamlessly one to the next. He said when you delete a file, thinking that you're maybe deleting it off your iPhone, this is what I was thinking I could do, but it would still be in the cloud. It's not. It gets taken out of the cloud as well. Don't quote me on this. This is just what I understood from what he was saying. He was saying what we want, or what functions as a storage platform that holds our photos, videos, whatever, so that we can take them off our devices and free up storage space on our devices, but not lose those things, is something like Dropbox. So yeah, like a few months back, I upped my iCloud account to 1 terabyte. So it cost me $10 a month, thinking, that it was going to store my stuff and I could clear it off my phone, my devices, and make room on my phone, and it would just be in the cloud. That's not how it works. If you take it off one of your Apple devices, it takes it out of the cloud and it's not available on any of your devices. So I'm going to be looking into getting a Dropbox account. Because I take a lot of videos, you know, of my grandkids and just photos and things like that. So okay, so that was a sidebar. Back to what I was saying when the video cut off 2 days ago. So I was talking about what I was getting at, what the point I was in the process of saying is that as mothers, so there's a quote, and if you're a mom and you are on social media, you've probably seen it, but it's something along the lines of, as mothers, we raise our kids to be able to live without us, survive without us. And what that ultimately leads to is that they then do survive without us. And we really, you know, there comes a day when we've done our job and they don't need us really for anything anymore, you know. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I mean, it's always nice to know that your mom loves you and supports you and will listen to you and help you in any way she can and those kinds of things. But, you know, as independent adults, it's just different. And so the reason I decided to post, it's been a while, but I almost didn't post. I've been kind of, so I started this channel, it's coming up on 2 years ago, I believe. And then, you know, I've experienced changes in my life. My mom passed away. I had to move. You know, my lifestyle has changed quite a bit. And I've gotten to a place where, had gotten to a place where I was just content, you know, and didn't feel a need to post and connect and, you know, share and things like that. But this development with my daughter has kind of gotten me in the blues. Just, you know, I mean, it's totally okay. I am happy for her. That's the point of raising them to be independent, is that they get to a point where they're fully, you know, flying on their own, which, by the way, another sidebar. This morning on my drive, I saw at the top of a dead tree, a very tall dead tree that had more than one, you know, vertical thing. There was a mother great egret, so they're all white. It's an egret, very long, slender, large birds. A mother white egret, or father, anyway, an adult, and then on one of the other vertical things, very high up, a baby one. Not baby, but, you know, a young one. So that was interesting. I wanted to pull over and take a picture, but there was no safe place to pull over, so I didn't. But anyway, so I've been processing this development in my life as a mom, because, you know, each day we're learning and growing and everything. And, you know, just because they're adults, I'm also learning how to be a grandma. I have a 5-year-old granddaughter and a 10-month-old granddaughter. And that's a whole learning process too. How to be a grandma, how to be a mom to a mom, you know, that kind of thing. And that's all going great, which I'm so grateful for. But in feeling kind of down and blue, I've been, you know, looking for my crochet ladies, posting, you know, everything. And everyone's just kind of resting after the holidays. And for several days there really wasn't that much there, everyone's taking a break, understandably so. So I thought, well, oh, okay. The reason I started my channel a couple years ago is because I wanted to give back to the YouTube crochet community. I was really enjoying so many channels of people, posting regularly, and I felt like I wanted to contribute back into that. And so I did that, and then it's been great. I've just been totally loving having the channel. And so now I'm at a point where I'm needing the content, and my crochet ladies, they're starting to post again, and that kind of thing. So it's nice. But I thought, well, I need to post. I need to contribute. And I don't know if any of the gals I watch me or whatever, but it's just contributing to the pool of available channels to watch. So that's why I'm posting. That's one of the big reasons I'm posting. But in the process of processing, this, it's not really a new development in my relationship with my youngest daughter. It's just defining. It's like, yes, this is happening. In processing that, I had a little epiphany yesterday, which is so interesting because so many times I have experienced an epiphany where it in your head, but it feels like an epiphany when it seems to just sink into your bones and you get it. And that is that this is how it is. This is the process of motherhood. Is, this happens. I mean, they do, and it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. That's how it is, and that's okay, which means I'll be okay. Yeah. So the daughter who has the two little girls, she's local, and we talk almost every day, and she calls me for advice on, fevers and, things like that, and that's great. We help each other in a lot of ways in that way. So grateful for that. But the time will come when her girls are in school full time. She may go back to work. There's going to come a time when she's not going to need me anymore either. So, so I've been trying to figure out how to avoid the loneliness that can strike the elderly. And I'm not elderly. I'll be 61 in February. But I'm getting there, and it is, just over the horizon for me. Just preparing for that stage of life. Charity crochet is very healing and therapeutic for me. Making things for, Warm Up America, or there's a foundation locally that a couple years ago I made a couple dozen NICU graduation caps. So they're black crocheted little graduation caps for babies that get to the point where they can leave the NICU. That kind of thing. That's very fulfilling and healing, and fills that void, that I feel as my children grow and become independent and don't need me anymore. And another thing I realized, I think it was today that I realized that something else that really feels very healing to my heart and my soul and my mind is to pray for others. If you've ever heard the term prayer warrior, to be a prayer warrior. So to just spend time requesting, acknowledging the need for divine help for humanity, for our country, for the children of the world, the military personnel, first responders, our leaders, our government leaders, just all the things, our friends who have health challenges, and just, there's always an unlimited number of things to pray for divine help with. So, yeah, the answers, there's another saying that I love. Everything is figure-outable. Everything is figure-outable. And it is. I know it is. Everything is figure-outable. Some things take a little more figuring out. But, we get there. Life is meant to be, we are meant to succeed at life. And success isn't always a financial thing. It's not always referring to financial success. We are meant to enjoy, have joy and happiness. And joy and happiness isn't always about not experiencing, about being pain-free. So like a mother in labor, giving birth to her child, most mothers are happy to do, that's a happy time, but they're in a lot of pain. So, joy doesn't have to be without pain or suffering. It just depends on the situation. So I also want to talk about my goals for 2025. Number one, I'll focus on the crochet related goal or goals. So I have about 10, maybe a little more than 10 works in progress that I want to finish. I need to finish them. They're taking up space in my home. They are taking up space in my mind. And they're also having an effect on my Crochet. So I have decided not to start any new projects or make plans to start any new projects until I finished my whips. I want to get my whips done. There are a couple whips that I've decided not to finish, but they're not even on the list. I can't remember what they are. But the ones that are on my list, I want to finish those before I start any new projects or make plans to start any new projects. For example, my temperature, it was going to be a wall hanging. Then it was going to be a pillow. It might be a throw pillow still, but if not, it could be a couple of project bags. I could use, so what it was, if you've been following me, you probably already know, but little mini grannies, not thread crochet. It's like a 2-weight. It's a thin yarn. I don't have it within reach right now, but anyway, so 2024, I've got all my temperatures. At the end of each day, I would go into the weather app and look and mark down the high temperature for each day. So I've got all my temperatures, and it's really just a matter of, and I have them all crocheted through August. So September, October, November, December, those are the ones that I haven't worked on. So that's 40 squares, because each square is 3 rounds, and each round is 1 day. So yeah, 120 days. So I want to get that done because I started it. I bought the yarn, I started it, you know, I want to get it done. I want to train myself that if I start something, I need to plan on finishing it. That's just what I want to do. Money wise, it doesn't make sense for me to not finish things that I buy yarn for. So there's that. And I'll share it as I go. The candy stripe blanket that I'm crocheting for my 5-year-old granddaughter. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to finish. I'm getting close to being done, and I'll show it and share it when I finish it. I should have it done in like a week or 2 at the most. What else? Oh, a velvet teddy bear that I started for my 10-month-old granddaughter. I want to get that done by February because she'll be a year in February. What else? Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, those are the 3 main ones. But I do have several others. I just can't. Do I have them written down? I'm looking in one of my notebooks here. Not in this notebook. Oh, the all-in-one granny. I bought 4 skeins of Red Heart all-in-one granny. I like the yarn. I do like it. And so I want to finish crocheting up all those squares and put them into a throw for myself. Or if, if there's one of my girls that likes it a lot, maybe I'll give it to them. We'll see. There's that. What else? Why am I... Anyway, I should have... My whip list, I believe... Oh, wait. Do I have it in this notebook? Let me look in this notebook. I might have my whip list in this notebook. Where's my whip list? Erg. Can't find it. I know it's in... I use the notepad in my phone for all kinds of... That's my main notepad, but I don't want to take a chance, and I'm filming, so yeah, those. So yeah, I like watching my crochet ladies and crocheting, and just I feel like they keep me company, even though we don't really know each other. We're like-minded, and we love crochet, and we love yarn, and so I wanted to post just to give back into that pool of crochet, crochet chit chat. I picked up 3 mini Woobles kits. So I've never done a Woobles. I've never bought like a full Woobles, but I did order 3 of their mini Woobles, and those they're only $5 each. I got 3 of them, so that's $15, and then the shipping was like $7 or something, so $22 for 3 mini Woobles kits. All you get is the yarn and some stuffing. The magic circle isn't pre-made. You don't get a stitch marker, but and you get a little card for. There is a QR code on there, but they actually give you a password to put in, and then it gives you access to the instructions. So I have those, but those aren't, you know, they're sitting there waiting for me to get to them. Let's see. I'm trying to think, what else did I want to say? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, my cat's doing well. Um, she has adjusted to van life. Um, I'm looking at her look out the window. Oh, speaking of van life, so yes, I do live in a van. In case you are new or were wondering, yes, I live in a van. I don't post van content. I started to post van content, but van life is still considered by some fair game for, you know, opinions and critique and, you know, that kind of thing. And so I'm not interested in that. So yeah, I took down my van life content. I'm in a van by choice. Well, part by choice, part by necessity. I live in Southern California, and housing is so outrageous here that there's no way I can afford housing. So, yeah, I mean, well, where there's a will, there's a way. I'm not willing to do what it takes to afford housing. I'm not even sure I could do what it takes to afford housing. So I'm probably not making any sense, but yeah, in order to stay in the area where I grew up, where I have family, where I work, you know, where my doctors are, all that, van life is how I have made that possible for me. It's working out great. I love it. Yeah. And I'm not near the fires. Very grateful for that. Prayers, prayers, prayers for any and everyone affected by the fires. I can't even begin to comprehend the devastation and the trauma and the pain and the just, it's just terrible. Back in 2017, December 2017, my town was almost just completely destroyed by a fire, but thankfully, it was spared. But we had to evacuate. We spent many, many days in a evacuation center and that kind of thing. But we didn't lose our home. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, and I have my eye out for ways that I can possibly crochet, but you know, for the fire victims, but it's, I mean, it's so fresh. You know, just yesterday the aerial footage of Pacific Palisades was coming out across the internet, so it's very new. But yeah, I don't know, what do you say? 100-mile-an-hour winds and embers and palm trees like matchsticks. Just, yeah. It's sad. We need rain. We need rain. But not too much at one time, because then we're going to have mudslides. We don't want that either. Okay. Well, let's get to a positive. Oh, yeah, I did want to talk about this. So, Cali Art markers. One of the things I was given for Christmas was a 168 color marker set, dual tip, so broad tip and fine tip. 168 colors, markers, because I like to doodle. And let me show you, this is what I did today. I have an Instagram called Pages Doodle Art. Pages Doodle Art. That's where I post my doodles. Let's see if I can show you some others. So I've been doing a daily doodle, although I've missed a few days. Here's another one using my new markers. There's another one. Just experimenting. And then I think the only other one is this. Just each day I do a little doodle. So yeah, there's that. That's fun. Ouch. I was given a couple things for my van. A way to heat up enough water for my morning tea. I like rooibos tea. It's an herb tea. And oatmeal. And then I was given, it's a thing that keeps my side sliding door from opening all the way, because if it opens all the way, it latches open, and then I have to reach out and around and pull the handle all the way out to get it to unlatch so I can close it. So this little stopper thing keeps it from latching, which is game changer. Love it. When I got a pair of brand new Fiskars scissors that are for fabric only. And I've been really good and haven't used them for anything but fabric. Not that I cut a lot of fabric living in the van, but I do. You know, there's times when I'm, you know, trying out new curtains or this or that. And then I was given this Bluetooth speaker. I have the charger cable rubber banded to it so that I don't misplace it. But I like this because it's nice and small. I can hang it nearby. A lot of times at night. So I have my cowl. It's over in the laundry basket. I got to do laundry later, but I have a cowl that I crocheted, and I just kind of set it right in the cowl, in my cowl right there, and then the buttons are just like right nearby, and I can have the volume nice and low in the evenings. So yeah, was there anything else? I can't think of anything else to talk about. So thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for just being here and being you. And I do plan on posting more frequently, getting back into it, and like I said, contributing to the pool of available content for anyone who would be interested. Okay. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and I will catch you next time. Take care.